Hey, Richie.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
All good, yeah. Not too bad. We have nice weather here today.
That's good. Yeah, it's pretty nice outside here. Yeah, it's not a bad day.
Yeah. It's not often we get it in Ireland, so yeah, we're happy.
I can imagine. Do you get a lot of rain there?
Probably 300 days a year, I'd say it rains, yeah. So yeah, we're happy with the sun when it comes.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah. Oh, so what's new in the music business?
What's new? I don't know. We're just grafting. We're trying to get on. We're doing a lot of shows. We're getting a bit of momentum in the last while. So for us, it's exciting. We've new music coming out. We've a couple of shows lined up. A couple of the summer festivals coming up as well. So yeah, it's all go at the moment.
That's good. So it sounds pretty busy for you guys.
Yeah, it is. We're not young musicians, but we've been going for a while now, between on different projects. But this one in particular is kind of going for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
So
I
we're
was
starting.
I was actually listening to some of your music. I really like the one you just came out with, Instead of Alone.
Yeah,
That was good. I like that. Yeah.
yeah. It's a bit more rock. The last band we were in was it's called Good Time Villains. We are kind of a more folky. We got a bit of violin and more acoustic guitars, but we changed a couple of members and yeah, we're kind of focusing more on electric kind of indie rock kind of sound, so. Bit more energy.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that. Um, so you say you're working on some new projects. Can you give us any idea as to what they're like?
Yeah, well, we've got. Obviously, we're in the process of releasing an EP, so we've recorded. We've actually 6 songs finished and mastered, so we've released 2 of them. So,
Okay, yeah.
over, over the summer, yeah, we're gonna have another four brand new songs coming out, so we're happy with that. And then, yeah, we have a couple of festival slots coming up in the summer. We're also we done a music video for the previous single, Old Man. We got access to this old church in Dublin. It's a listed building. It's hundreds of years old, probably over 1,000 years old, actually, I think. And we done a music video there. But I don't know. Are you familiar with Other Voices? Have you ever seen that music festival? It's in the west of Ireland, and a lot of international acts come and play it. So we've got access to this church now. We have the ball rolling. We're gonna look to kind of put on an Other Voices style concert and that. So that's the next big ticket, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I actually saw one of your music videos. I was going through and listening, like I said, to your music and everything. And I saw the music video for Nostalgic. That looked
Ah, yeah,
fun. That did.
yeah, yeah. It's that's another one we got access to an old house. We are just kind of having some fun with that one. Like, yeah, that was a good day. Um, that was done probably maybe a year ago now. I think that was for one of the songs off the last EP.
Mhm.
But it wasn't an EP; it was an incomplete EP. We released 2 songs off that, and then 2 of the 6 songs we have now were supposed to be on that, but yeah, just we couldn't get it out on time. So he says we'll package it up with this one.
Okay. So, how did you guys get together?
Um, well, originally I started in the band Good Time Villains, so myself and Mick, he's no longer in this band, started with Good Time Villains. We met when we were in Australia. We were obviously both from Ireland at the time, but we both lived in Australia, and we met each other on a house party. And then his time was up in Australia. He was coming back to Ireland, and I was probably 6 months after that. I was coming back, so he just made contact with me. Let's start something together, and then on from there we got Carl and Stephen, who's our drummer and our bass player now. We got them on board, so it was the 4 of us for Good Time Villains. So yeah, we just went on from that. Mick kind of had his he's more bluesy sound, so he's started his own project now, and then we kind of stayed on, just renamed the band and stuff. I got an extra couple of lads in to play guitar and stuff like that, the electric guitars. So he's in a band called Mycology now. So
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so we, myself and Stephen and Carl just continued on, and we got Keith and Brian on the guitars then to come in. So
Oh,
yeah, we're getting there's good chemistry between us now because we're getting together a good bit more lately, and so the songs are kind of sounding good together, like.
so how did you come up with the name Mechanical Wonders? That's a neat name. That
Yeah. Um, well, I don't know. You probably that they were an English band at the time called Ocean Colour Scene, and they're still going around. Actually, they're doing pretty well at the moment. They're from the '90s, kind of mid '90s, mid to late '90s, and they had a song called Mechanical Wonder.
okay.
So we're the Mechanical Wonders. But I like the concept of the song. It's about like machines kind of taking over the mundane day to day, without people, the need for people and kind of things. Again, it's the same now, but maybe it's more AI, but the AI is still controlling the machine, So it's yeah, I like the concept.
Okay. So have you always then been drawn to music?
Yeah, since a young age, I have three brothers and two. I'm a twin brother actually, and two older brothers who always used to be listening to the likes of Ocean Colour Scene and Oasis and all these bands. Like, so I'd be kind of hearing music off them, and then you kind of see when you're younger and you see your older brothers going to concerts, and you're like, oh yeah, I wish I could go. And then once I did get to start going to concerts, I'm looking at the bands up there, and it's like they finish their gig and they go backstage, and it's like, oh, what's going on behind there? I wouldn't mind getting an inside look at that. So then, yeah, I like singing. I like playing the guitar. It's just, yeah, it's therapy, like.
So have you do you have anyone who's really inspired you, or is it just a huge collection of music that you were like, yeah, this is it?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think anyone in particular, Like I love the band Ocean Colour Scene. Obviously, I grew up with them, so they're probably my biggest influence, like when it comes to music. But yeah, I just love it, like just the buzz playing, the social aspect, getting together with the guys playing music together. Like it's a privilege, like. So yeah, it's a good pastime.
You mentioned some festivals you're going to be at. Have you have you played outside of Ireland?
Have we played outside? Not with original music, but I have with cover. We do a couple of cover gigs every now and then, like so. We've played a couple of weddings and stuff like that, just in a kind of private kind of events, like. But not with the band. No, it is on the cards, but I did look into getting some shows in the US, but um, it's not straightforward with the visas, and it's quite
Yeah,
expensive as well. So
I,
there'd have to be a lot of investment. We'd have to get funding, I think, for that, like, because there's a lot of outgoings, not too much income, like, at the moment.
yeah, yeah.
I
I've
don't know what
I've
it's like in the US or outside Ireland, but it's difficult. It's quite difficult to earn just with the music in Ireland at the moment, like.
Yeah, I've talked to a few people about, if they thought about coming to the US to perform and everything. And they really want to, but the visa process and everything and the money and things like that,
Yeah,
yeah, it's very expensive. Yeah, and that's kind of sad in a way, because we would love to have you here in the US to
yeah,
be able to play. That would be wonderful.
yeah. I kind of looked into it. Now I didn't go too deep, but like I'm sure there's some sort of scheme if you can kind of get with a like some sort of uh, body of people that kind of do that sort of thing, like some sort of exchange system, maybe. Like, but to do it off your own back, yeah, it's not really feasible. Like.
Okay.
It just costs you money. It costs you a lot of money. You know,
Yeah.
like probably to get us over for, I don't know, if you went over 2 or 3 weeks, you're looking at 20, 30,000.
Yeah.
For all the visas and the shipment of the equipment and accommodation, all that good stuff.
Mhm. Yeah. So just out of curiosity, you're in a car, right?
Correct.
You know you drive on the wrong side of the road, right?
Well, yeah, it's on the left side. Yeah, that's because the British came in and done that to us. They colonized us and done that. And any country that the British took over, you'll notice that they drive on this side, on the left side.
uh yeah.
So you guys managed to get them out.
Yeah, we did. We somehow we managed. Wasn't easy, but we did it.
But yeah, they done some damage here, but they left some legacy anyway. So now we drive on the left side. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, to your music, again, when do you write the lyrics as well to your songs? Or is it kind of like
Yeah.
a collective thing?
No, I write all the songs at home on the acoustic guitar myself. Well, except the last single is actually Keith, who's the other guitar player. That's his one. He wrote that one. That's the only one we released that's not mine. So the rest I've written, and the other four that we have recorded, I've written them as well. Yeah. But yeah, it's like I will write a song and I'll bring it up to the guys, as a piece on the acoustic guitars, as basic as it gets, and we'll develop them together, arrange them together and stuff like that. We'll work collaboratively, kind of in that sense,
So when you're writing, like especially the lyrics, is it, I'm trying to figure out how to put this. Is it like you're telling a story or something that maybe happened in your life, or is it just these are the words that came to my head, so I'm going to write it
No,
down?
it's yeah, like I like to have a message in the song, kind of, are we in the rat race, all this kind of stuff, like just kind of take life a little less seriously to try and appreciate and that sort of thing, because we're all just going to the same spot at the end of the day, like it's kind of thing. It's just kind of wake up and just kind of let's give love to each other while we can, all that sort of thing.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I like to have a bit of meaning in the song. I don't like just having words for the sake of words,
Yeah, because I was listening, like I said, to your song, Old Man and Nostalgic and everything. And that it just kind of seemed like one of those songs that, especially nostalgic, that would just take you back. But yet at the same time, it was like good memories and good times.
Yeah, well, nostalgic is I wrote it about, like, obviously nostalgic the time when we were kids growing up. But the area we grew up was kind of like call it a rough area. It was a council estate. I don't know what the equivalent of that is in the US, but like it's it'd be rough and ready, and there'd be laneways where young teenagers would hang out and drink alcohol and smash glass around the place, and we'd be younger kids. We'd be getting up the next day. There'd be stolen cars, still smouldering from being burnt the night before, and so that was our playground, So that's just kind of thinking back about that time, and then it kind of brings in, like, a lot of people now are getting left behind. Still in Ireland anyway, that there's people can't afford houses because the price of them's gone crazy. Like, so people that are late 20s, early 30s, even into their 40s are still living with their parents, So that's kind of what the message behind that one is. And then I'll tell you what Old Man is about then as well. I was driving along one day in a city centre in Dublin, and I was just seeing this little old man. He had a little walking stick, and he was barely moving. Like, he nobody to help him. He was there. He must have been going up to the shops maybe, and he's got nobody to help him. So that kind of got me thinking about, yeah, what is that going to be me when I'm old? So let's try and give out the message for everybody to kind of stick together. Give each other love while you still can, because there will come a time when you're like that old man and there's nobody left. You know.
Yeah, yeah. That that kind of reminds me of my dad, because I'm an only child. My dad had me when he was in his 50s, and my mom was in her 30s. But yeah, it's hard watching them get older and kind of struggle with things that years ago they could have done, perfectly
Yeah.
well and everything. So yeah, I kind of, look at it and I do think to myself, just like you said, could that be me when I get older?
Yeah.
So yeah, the song kind of brings some reality.
Okay. Look, I think when you get older, the older you get, as the years go by, you kind of start thinking like, all that kind of stuff, like, but that's just the way my mind works anyway.
Yeah, time goes by fast, really, really, really quickly,
I
you
think
know.
I think as the older you get, the quicker the years get as well. I think that's just me. I don't know, but it seems like they just click their fingers and it's another year gone. But people are
Yeah,
wishing their lives right. They're like, oh, I'll just get to this point. I'll just get to that point. I'll just get past this part of my life, and then everything will be great. And then it's not. You have to be in the present, and that's you know the more present you are, the better I think it will be.
yeah. So when's the when will you guys be performing live again? Do you have a date?
Yeah, our next show is going to be in Ashbourne. It's called the Wellfest. It's a new festival they're putting on. It's Ashbourne. It's a town in County Meath, just outside Dublin in Ireland. Yeah, they're putting on a festival down there in the high street. So they're setting up a big stage and that in the middle of the street. And yeah, should be a good one. The weather will be hopefully nice. I checked the forecast now. It's supposed to be good for the next 5 or 6 weeks. Like so, as long as it doesn't rain with the outside festivals, they're good.
So
So
are
that's
you
that's going to be on
guys
August the 9th.
so are you guys pretty excited for your upcoming concerts and everything?
Oh yeah, of course. We love playing live. That's what it's all about. Like, that's we're in the rehearsal studio all the time, but it's yeah, practicing to perform. It's great to see the reaction of people and the interaction with people, it's that's the best part.
Okay. Where can, if people are curious, where can they find you on the web?
Well, mainly they can find us on Instagram. So it's Mechanical Wonders underscore music is the tag on that. And we do have a Facebook. We don't like it's kind of just linked with the Instagram. So anything that goes Instagram just goes on that, but don't be on that so much. And then you can find us on we have a YouTube channel as well. Just search Mechanical Wonders Band and yeah, Spotify, all the songs are on Spotify as well and all the other good streaming platforms.
Okay. So if people want to get a hold of an album or a hold of a song, an EP that you've done, would they go to Spotify to get
Spotify,
that?
everything we've done is on Spotify, free of charge.
Oh, wow.
Everything
That's
on Spotify is free, though, isn't it? For us,
yeah.
anyway.
Oh, Richie, thank you for taking out the time for a little bit to
No
chat with
problem.
me. I appreciate it.
No problem at all. I enjoy talking to you.
Thank you.